It's almost the end of our first show, but as the conference kicks off, let's hear from GSA President Jonathan Price and also chat with some of this year's worthy award winners. Tell me about the work that you do, about what's going on up there and why it matters down here.
The problem with the Earth is we don't know anything about its first formative years, like if you're looking at a 20-chapter book, the first 10 chapters, what went on there? If we want to know how we got to where we are today and where we're going in the future, we have to know our history, and we don't, because it's gone. So what we do is we try to fill in those missing chapters of Earth's history by looking at the other planets. And guess what? It's there. We see ancient impact craters on the moon. We know things like how crusts are formed initially, and we get all sorts of insight, maybe even how plate tectonics started on the Earth, because we don't know that on the Earth. Nobody knows, okay?
When you received word that you were going to be recognized at the conference this year, what was your reaction to that?
Well, of course, I was very pleased, but I think, you know, the real message to me is this is an honor for planetary geosciences. In fact, the Earth is a planet. So, you know, we're bringing it together and learning all the lessons that we talked about the application of our knowledge of the planets to earliest Earth history in our formative years.
So I'm primarily a seismologist, so using earthquake seismic waves to study Earth's structure, or in some cases where those waves came from. And for the most part, my work's centered around looking at the seismic structure of North America.
How did you feel when you found out that you were going to be recognized for the work that you've been doing in seismology?
It's a very exciting honor. As I said, I'm primarily a seismologist, but the main reason I enjoy seismology, the main reason I focus on that is because I think it's a great tool to understand parts of Earth that aren't really accessible to us at the surface. So it's a great honor to be recognized by the GSA community.
The world is changing. It's changing from many perspectives, and many of those perspectives provide great opportunities for geoscientists. It's changing in terms of the mineral and energy and water resource issues that we're dealing with, and things like adapting to climate change and natural hazards. Scientific discoveries are changing. It'll be an exciting time in the future, and the demographics of us in the geoscience profession are changing.
As I work my way through my first GSA year, I know that while GSA operations and activities have a flow, every year will bring something slightly new or different. I want to compliment all the GSA staff on their warm and helpful assistance to me while taking the helm. The organization has a stellar staff and leaders working to serve you, the members, and further the GSA mission.